Hello, my name is Adam Noon and you're watching the Best Football Show, brought to you once again in association with Fanta, the premium orange carbonated soft drink that sponsors this show. And today we've got two topics that we want to talk about. Firstly, I want to talk about the controversy with Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty in the Champions League, and then I want to move on to the FA Cup. A lot of you will have been used to episodes that deal with one subject, but today you're getting two for the price of one. I can do what I want. This is my football show, and if I want to cover two subjects in one episode, that's absolutely fine. We're not here governed by the rules and kind of strict laws of a more oppressive ownership system. Actually, I kind of like to play things fast and loose, and those of you who will have watched episodes so far will have been realised that really that we can do anything here, and that's what people love about the show. So firstly, I want to show you the video footage of Cristiano Ronaldo's highly debated penalty in the game against PSG in the Champions League in midweek last week. A lot of talk about the ball moving before he hits it, or did he mean to stamp on the ground and make it go up? And I think, having watched it a lot of times, I think once and for all I can prove unequivocally what happened on there. So let me just cue this video up for you now. Just move this stuff out of the way. Okay, so you can see the video now. Pop this out of the way. So anyway, there you go. That's the penalty itself. That's a lovely, very lovely Real Madrid fan there celebrating that. She's happy to see her, more of her. But anyway, you can see, so look, if you look very carefully, there he strikes the ball. Not a great angle of it there, but absolutely clear the ball moves as he hits it. Now, the absolute fact of the matter here, without a doubt, is that we can see clearly that if the earth was round, when his standing foot, when his foot that he strikes the ground with hits the ground, there's no way that the ball would have bounced at that angle. Round earth would have meant that when he hits the ground, the ball would have gone forward, obviously on a curved surface, and obviously would have got away from him. Likely he would have got under the ball and skied it. With a flat earth surface, it's very, very clear to me that when he strikes the ball down, there's no friction to be gained from the curvature of the earth, and so the ball goes directly up in the air. If you think about when you hit maybe a table that's got dust on it, you go bang, the dust goes up, and then if you think of those as being very tiny footballs, you could just kick those footballs, and obviously that's how he scored the penalty. I think the other thing to bear in mind is Cristiano Ronaldo is, you can see my video the other day that I did on the top 10 footballers of all time. He is in that list, and I think really he can do whatever he wants. And I think that he, like me, knows that the earth is flat. Therefore, that's why he kicked the foot onto the floor, make the ball go up in the air, and kick the ball in the goal. So I think there's no real need to be talking about that incident anymore. I don't think nobody needs to debate that any further. I think, again, going on from my video from last week, more unequivocal proof, if it was needed, that the earth is flat, and I think we all know that, and I think we all know that Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players in the world. So that's that done. I'm glad that that's settled once and for all. The next thing I want to go on to is we had a weekend of FA Cup. I was going to say action, but I wouldn't call it action. A weekend of FA Cup matches, and we saw Man United beat Huddersfield and some other games. And I want to give you where I'm at with the FA Cup. The FA Cup is a trash competition. It's a competition that we talked about this in a previous episode. teams and managers now look down on the FA Cup because it's not a premium trophy that people want to win. I think actually it's a bit embarrassing for a lot of the teams to be involved in it. And it's a competition for teams like Burnley and Brighton, garbage teams that nobody cares about, sort of teams that would be going to a big team like Arsenal, trying to stifle the way that they play rather than trying to play passing tiki-taka style football the proper way. And I think it's clear to everybody that likes football or has any interest in football whatsoever that the real football, the only proper football, is either lower league football or very elite football like the Champions League or the World Cup or the Premier League. And the FA Cup is just it's not one thing or another, and it's trash. And like I say, it's not a competition that anybody concerns themselves with, and that's that. So there you go. There's my take on the FA Cup in what has been. It's just all it's done is it's just give us another weekend where we haven't had Premier League, which is what everybody wants to watch. Best league in the world. If you want to get in touch, the email address is thebestfootballshow@gmail.com. But we are an online social community, and I think most people prefer to get in touch with us on Twitter. It's @BestFootyShow, and a lot of people have been getting in touch on that format and have been socialising on there, giving us great feedback. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to tell a friend about this. This is a haven for football experts, and I do think that there's a lot of people who don't know anything about football who would benefit from watching this. And of course, remember to drink Fanta. I've had no stats on the impact that we've had on sales of Fanta or Fanta consumption in this country since we've been going, but you've got to think that it's going to have made a difference. So that's everything from me, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. My name is Adam Noon, and thanks for watching.